Welcome in, everybody. My name's Johnny. Once again, I'll be your somatic breathwork teacher today. Thank you for joining us. It's a very special practice, and I love, love, love teaching this format in this class. So, if you're here to breathe for the first time, or maybe your fifth time or your 10th time, again, thank you for being here, and thank you for being a part of this beautiful class and this beautiful practice. I am reporting live from New Jersey. I know we have people from different places that usually tune into these. So whether it's like 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m., or 6, it's always a good time to breathe. So I'll kind of go over all the expectations of the practice and everything that you could possibly need to know about breath work, about this exact format, and then we'll dive into the practice. So with somatic breath work, really what we're doing is we are just opening up our bodies, opening up our nervous systems to hold a little bit more capacity, have a little bit more capacity to hold um, different things within us, different emotions within us that want to be, that are maybe like stuck or looping in our bodies. It's somatic breath work because we're really accessing parts of our bodies that are difficult to reach. And we're using a somatic practice because breath work bypasses the thinking mind and drops us into the body. We have quicker and deeper access to our subcortical cortex and our subconscious mind, which is why this practice is so unique and why this practice is so special because we drop out of our thinking mind and we can quickly drop into our bodies, which is really, really cool, which is why I fell in love with the practice. As a chronic overthinker, people pleaser, all those things, breathwork really showed me something and showed me a world that I had never understood, never quite understood, and that's why I teach today. So I'm super excited to bring you through that. We do the same rhythmic breathing technique throughout this entire practice. There'll be a few breath holds, and there will be an opportunity to release our energy at the end of the practice. So we usually do that through a scream. If you are not socially in a position where screaming is acceptable for you in this moment, maybe you have neighbors, maybe you have kids, maybe you're living in an apartment building, that's totally fine. Make sure you have a pillow next to you during this practice just to have the option to scream into a pillow if you'd like. And if you can't scream with noise today, I just invite you to scream silently. So do everything you do in a scream without making noise. It's still, research suggests there's still a lot of the same benefits. So just giving it a, just whatever you want to give. Could be a scream of joy, rage, whatever wants to come up. Just do it silently. But if you can, definitely make noise while doing it. It feels really good. So we'll do the same rhythmic breathing practice. You can go ahead and place a hand on your belly and a hand on your chest. When we go to do this practice, we're going to do it laying on our backs. So just being in a place where you can set yourself up in the next few minutes as I'm finishing this explanation is perfect. So if you can find a place to lay down, maybe your bed, a couch, or a yoga mat on the ground, those are going to be awesome places to do this practice. A blanket and a pillow with headphones is also a really great way to do this. So just a few things to note before I wrap up this intro. But we're going to do a 3-part breath, hand on your chest, hand on your belly. We're going to separate our inhale into 2 breaths and we're going to exhale out of the mouth. So let's do it together. Belly, chest, release. Belly, chest, release. One more. In, up, out. Good. We separate the inhale into 2 separate parts just so we can use the full capacity of our lungs. We're so used to shallow breathing, so breathing in deeply that way is really effective. And then when we exhale out of the mouth, we just want it to fall out of our mouth. We're not forcing that breath out. We're just letting the breath sort of fall out of our mouths in a relaxed way, loosen the jaw, let it go. That's sort of the practice we'll be doing today. Like I said, we'll be doing breath holds and a scream at the end. I'll cue us on all of those. Those are super simple, but we'll be doing this practice on our backs in a private space. So wherever that is for you, get that set up right now if you can. And then Yeah, the expectations of this practice. So mentally in the first 10 to 15 minutes, if you tend to struggle, um, with just dropping into presence, the way maybe we would struggle in the beginning of meditation, that's totally normal. Luckily, with this practice, we just have the breath to follow. So the breath, we can just continue to follow the breath, drop out of our minds and into our bodies. The breath physiologically is going to create changes in our body that allows us to do that effectively. So if you're struggling mentally, if you have a lot of mental chatter, if you're thinking, why did I take this class? What am I doing? Totally normal. I swear I feel it every single time I breathe. I've been breathing this way for 6 years. Um, 10 to 15 minutes in, you'll feel dropped in. Physically, if you're feeling any tightness in your hands, in your mouth, in your feet, any numbness or tingling in those parts of your body as well, that's pretty typical. That can be pretty normal for this practice. Um, so if those sensations get a little too intense, all you're going to do is breathe in and out of your nose. So if we're doing the normal breathing in and out of the mouth with reducing the sensations of our practice, we're just going to take deep breaths in and out of our nose. Nice and slow. That'll drop us out of any physical sensations that maybe feel uncomfortable, and then you can return to the breath. There's no expectation that you follow the breath the entire practice. Follow the breath until you feel your body come up against any potential resistance. Um, or if you just want to relax and you feel called to rest, that's perfect. You can always nasal breathe whenever you need. Mouth breathing is sort of like the gas in a car. Nasal breathing sort of like the brakes. And then emotionally, it's called somatic breathwork because we're accessing parts of our body that we can't access in our minds. So we're sort of going into parts of our bodies that may hold on to stories or emotions associated with the past. The first time I did this practice, I truly couldn't believe the openness I felt and the access to parts of me that I had suppressed. A lot of suppression through childhood was able to sort of open up and release during this practice. The more intense we breathe, the deeper we breathe, the faster we breathe, the more those emotional sensations might arise. So that's where we have the nasal breathing again. If that's not a part of your practice today and you just want to relax, you can drop into nasal breathing as we pick up the breath a little bit towards the end of the practice. I'm going to take us really nice and slow and then work up into faster breathing by the end. So we're sort of used to it and it doesn't come on as a surprise to us. This entire class is structured with your psychological safety in mind. So we take it really slow and then we build it up. And then spiritually, this is a really beautiful practice. If you're here, obviously you're aware of the Lori Project, and this isn't just classes so people can um, improve their wellness, right? Like there is more to this, and spiritually meeting yourself in this way, seeing parts of yourself in this way, through the breath is really profound. So, definitely kudos to you and gratitude to you for deciding to dive into this practice today. I over explain in the beginning always because I just want you to know exactly what we're getting ourselves into. It's a really simple practice, and I'm super excited to bring you through it. So, again, thanks for being here. Awesome. If there's any questions, you can drop those in the chat. But if you don't have any questions, I suggest you put in headphones if you can. Headphones are not required, just can make your experience a little bit more immersive. And then slowly bringing yourself into your comfortable space on your back in privacy for the next 25-30 minutes. We'll be active breathing for about 20 minutes, resting for about 5 to 8 minutes, and we'll have a moment to integrate after. This practice really is about integration and what you do after you breathe. So we'll talk about that in about 30 minutes. Beautiful. Music levels can be something that you need to adjust as we begin the practice. So just keep that in mind. Maybe keep your laptop or your device nearby so you can adjust volume in the beginning just to make sure your audio levels feel good during a remote viewing situation like this. Perfect. Good. So just to start, with your eyes closed, I want you to place a hand on your chest and a hand on your belly. Eyes closed, I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose. I want you to exhale out of the mouth, nice and slow, placing your attention on your crown, your third eye, your throat, giving some attention to your heart space, your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, and your root. Good. When we're scanning our bodies this way, we're just building some somatic awareness. We're just asking our bodies and being curious about these parts of ourselves, these energetic centers, and see if there's anything going on with them in the moment. That's all we're doing. So take another deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out of the mouth, nice and slow, scanning back up from your root in your hips, up into your sacral, your creative energy, up into your solar plexus, your confidence, up into your heart, your self-love, up into your throat, your expression and your authenticity, up into your third eye, and up and through your crown. Beautiful. What is with us today? What is present in our experience before we get started? Asking yourself that question, what is present with me today, physically and emotionally? As you're asking yourself this question, feel free to adjust your back, adjust your positioning on the floor or your bed or wherever you may be, getting a little bit more comfortable. Slow, deep breaths in and out of the nose before we get started. Really thinking about what is present with you today. As I'm saying this, I'm noticing a little tightness in my throat and a little pressure in my head. So just noticing these things and not judging them. That is key. We'll get started with the music here. During this practice, we're going to breathe to the music. So it's not boring. We have a lot to work with here with our belly, chest, and mouth and exhale breathing. So you'll get the rhythm with each track and with each round of breathing. Just to start, I want us together to breathe here. When you're ready, in, up, out. Belly, chest, release. Good. Continue to breathe with the music. In, up, out. In, up, out. Belly, chest, release. Nice and slow. In, up, out. Good. Continue to breathe here in the same rhythm. I'm going to turn the music up a little bit for us. Good. And as we begin this practice, we're just being curious about the way the breath feels in our body, right? We're not judging it. It might feel pretty awkward at this point. If it feels that way, you're doing it 100% correctly. Good job. In, up, out. And as you continue to breathe, you may begin to feel some physical or energetic shifts in the body right away. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Feeling these shifts with grace and non-judgment. With the Libra full moon coming up tomorrow, I want you to consider the stories or the habits we can shed and get rid of as we restore balance. In, up, out. Good. In, up, out. Exhale all the way down, taking a full breath out. Good. I want you to take a full breath in, all the way back up to the top of the breath. All the way up, and hold at the top. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Exhale all the way down. Holding at the bottom of the breath. We'll just be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. Good. And just let it go. Let it fall out of the mouth. Good. When you're ready, we'll continue to breathe here together. In, up, out. Belly, chest, release. Good. Keep breathing. As you continue to breathe, I want you to consider anything you felt in your body when we scanned and placed attention on our energy centers. I want you to imagine you're inhaling air and energy into those parts of your body specifically, giving them a little bit more life. In, up, out. Belly, chest, release. In, up, out. Exhale all the way down to the base of your breath. Let's come into our next set of breath holds. Take a deep breath in, all the way back up. Holding at the top, sipping in a little bit more air like a straw. Continuing to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Sigh it out. All the way down, holding at the bottom of the breath. Good. Push out a little bit more air and hold. Notice how you have a little bit more space and there's a little bit less tension. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. Good, and just let it go. Beautiful. Great job. Into our next round here. Checking in with yourself, taking a deep breath in through your nose. Just letting it go again. When you're ready, we'll continue to breathe together. In, up, out. Belly, chest, release. As you continue to breathe, reminder that physical and energetic shifts at this point are completely normal, right? Can you continue to breathe with non-judgment and just continuing to allowing yourself to let go? Let go of expectations and just continuing to follow the breath. Dropping into nasal breathing whenever is needed. Good. In, up, out. In, up, out. In, up, out. Good. Beautiful. Belly, chest, release. Asking yourself, who am I without the stories of who I tell myself that I am, right? Giving some space to these stories and cycles to finish. In, up, out. Beautiful. One more. Belly, chest, release. Exhale all the way down. Take a deep breath in, all the way back up. All the way to the top. Holding at the top. Sipping in a little bit more air like a straw. And hold here. We're going to hold for a little bit longer as your capacity to hold your energy grows and your lungs get used to this practice. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sigh it out. Make some noise on your sigh all the way down to the base of the breath. Hold at the bottom. Push out a little bit more air and continue to hold. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Good. Let it fall out of the mouth. We'll continue to breathe here together. When you're ready. In, up, out. Belly, chest, release. Good. In, up, and out. What has been taking me out of my equilibrium in the past few weeks? What is being asked of me to let go of so I can return to that place of inner balance? Good. In, up, out. In, up, out. Last one. Belly, chest, release. Good. Take a deep breath in through your mouth all the way back up. Holding at the top, sipping in a little bit more air. I want you to bring this energy into the parts of your body that you identified as needing a little extra love. Concentrating your energy in that space. When we let go of the breath in a few seconds, we're going to give so much space to that area of our bodies. We're going to imagine a room expanding around this ball of energy in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, creating space around that energy center. Holding at the bottom of the breath. Pushing out a little bit more air. Hold. What does it feel like to give more space to that part of you? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. All the way up, and then just let it fall out of your mouth. Loosen your jaw. Let it fall out of your mouth. Good. Beautiful job. About 10 minutes left in our practice, just to give you an idea. When you're ready, we'll start to breathe together here. In, up, out. In, up, out. Good. Belly, chest, release. Who am I when I can surrender to the breath and let go of the stories holding me back? In, up, out. Belly, chest, release. Good. Good. Last one. In, up, out. Good. Exhale all the way down. Come into our next set of breath holds. Take a deep breath in. All the way up. Holding at the top. Sipping in a little bit more air like a straw. Holding. I want you to bring your energy back into that part of your body. Concentrating all of that energy in that chakra. In that space. Vibrating, glowing. Giving attention to that part of you that felt stiff, that felt stagnant, that felt uncomfortable. We're just acknowledging it with this energy. I want you to send all this energy to the rest of your body, down to your feet, to the top of your head in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, sigh it out. Hold at the bottom of the breath. Purse your lips, push out a little bit more air, and hold in this energy that is completely engulfing your body. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in. And just let it fall out of the mouth once again. Beautiful. This will be our fastest breath of the practice. We're just here for about 80 seconds when you're ready. In, up, out. In, up, out. Whatever wants to be seen here, whatever wants to come up, asking yourself if you're willing to let it in, that's all it is. Good, and when you're ready, in, up, out. Belly, chest, release. In, up, out. Good. Good. In, up, out. Exhale all the way down. Great work there. Very activating breath. Let's take a deep breath in, all the way back up. All the way up to the top of your breath. Hold. Sip in a little bit more air like a straw. This is our final round of breath holds. Holding at the top. Concentrating your energy all the way back into this one space. Drawing it all back in from every cell of your body into the chakra. Giving love to this chakra. Giving acknowledgement to this chakra. Giving acknowledgement to your authenticity, to your spirituality, maybe your self-worth, your physical safety, your creativity, your heart, whatever it may be. Just sending as much love in that area of your body as possible. Releasing this to the rest of your body and 3 feet around you like an aura in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Sigh it out. Expand your energy beyond your body and hold at the bottom of the breath. Pushing out a little bit more air and hold. Bask in this energy. When you're ready, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Good. We'll have the opportunity to silent scream or scream here in about a minute. Follow my breath until then. In, up, out. In, up, out. In, up, out. Good. When you're ready, in, up, out. In, up, out. I want you to think of everything that's come up for you in this practice, and I want you to let it go in a few seconds here. Continuing to breathe. In, up, out. What can you let go of to restore your balance? Good. In, up, out. Take a deep breath in and scream. Good. Take another deep breath in and let it go. Beautiful job. Just basking in the feelings of that release and the end of our active breathing. All you need to do now is rest. Feel free to drop your hands from your body. Pull up a blanket if you have one. And just relax. Just taking deep breaths in through our nose and out of our mouths or out of our noses, whatever feels best in this moment as we down-regulate ourselves from some of that sympathetic activation. What is my body asking me to let go of as I integrate my practice? slowly beginning to bring our awareness back into our bodies, maybe wiggling our fingers or wiggling our toes. And nice and slowly, there's no rush here. I just want you to place a hand on your surface. Slowly make your way up into a seated position with your eyes closed and your hands on your heart space to conclude this practice. Taking your time. Take a deep breath in through our nose. Exhaling out of the mouth. Deep breath in through our nose. Gratitude for ourselves for showing up today. Exhaling out of the mouth. Final deep breath in. Gratitude for others in the group. Even if we can't see them, we breathed with them today. Exhaling out of the mouth. Concluding our practice. Dropping our hands and beginning to flutter open our eyes. Intuitively just moving and stretching our bodies, however feels best in this moment. Maybe rolling the neck, flexing your wrists, whatever it may be. Welcome back. I want to talk about some integration for the next minute or so. So you feel equipped to do that. And then if anybody feels inclined to, thanks Sarah, drop in the chat a word or a theme that was present with their practice today. Please feel free to do so. But for the next 15 to 20 minutes, I encourage you to just take your time to integrate. So journal, talk to a friend. Feel free to reach out to me. Honestly, I love talking to people about this stuff. You can reach me there on socials, DM me. This practice can be really profound. Each session brings something new. So just really honoring that and making sure you are taking time to assimilate your experience. I get really hungry after I do breath work. I eat a lot. So maybe you feel hungry, drinking tea, sort of slowly easing your way out of something like this and into back into the real world again. If you're seeing your family, give yourself a few minutes before going back. Just sharing your experience, journaling, processing your experience is really, really important. If you like this stuff, I do this like once a month with the Lori Project, and I do this work weekly with a membership crew. Very similar to this class, a little bit longer, and we get to breathe in community together. So if this is something you feel like you got a lot out of, definitely feel free to let me know. There's also a survey here through the Lori Project. Filling that out is really helpful for me, but also the Lori Project to see how we're doing and how we can better serve you folks. So thank you for considering that. That would be really awesome if y'all could fill that out as well. But yeah, I put my social in there. That's for Instagram, TikTok, all the things. I would love to connect with any of you if you're interested in more. But thanks so much. Appreciate you. Have a good night, everybody, or a good rest of your day.